Okay, so when we talk about loops, loops are ways that we can run code over and over again. I don't mean like functions where it's reusable, because a function is reusable, but a loop is essentially like a device that lets us keep doing something over and over again, maybe with different values. Maybe we just have the same thing happen over and over again. We use loops further down the line. A lot of times in my work, I've used loops when it comes to arrays. Um, we put something into an array, then we check each item in the array. That might be something we do with a loop. Um, if we were, validating a form, for example, we might check each value in the form through a loop to make sure that there's no missing values. In game design, to be totally honest, one thing that we'll often do is we'll do a loop on every frame to see if things are interacting with each other. Like that all happens. That all happens in during loops. What we know now is a little bit different than what we know now is not really optimized for loops, but I want to introduce them now so that we're able to use them later, and it doesn't seem like a surprise. We're going to look at one loop in particular today. Actually, we're going to look at two different types of loops today. We're going to look at what's called a for loop, and we're going to look at what's called a while loop. And the while loop is the one that I did not used to use a lot, but I have found now it to be much more useful. And the for loop is what I used to use, but it's a little clunky, and that's okay, to be totally honest. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through and learn about loops. We're going to also learn about iterating a number, increasing the number by 1 as you go. So let's take a look at loops.